Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
And that's how you like to start the game. Boom! Straight to the bucket for the easy deuce.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Nice play by Murray, showing off that passing skill set of his.
Cunningham outside. Down low. Duren lays it up and banks it in.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And he drives in. Outside Johnson. To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And the dunk by Duren.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The three hits a three-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's McGrady. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to McGrady. Over Murray. McGrady's shot is off. Sacramento calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And another miss by Sacramento. And now the Pistons in transition. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Flushing it home. Cunningham finishing it off.
Here's Levine. Sabonis, right side. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Holland. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's McGrady. On target from range. McGrady's got 5 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
It's tipped. And they get it back. Here's LaVine for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so natural. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
Rose outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Pass to Sabonis. Three-pointer, Vucevic. And the call over the back.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it happen.
Now here's Johnson. Here he goes. Takes the three. And another Sacramento three.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Rose. And that one is hammered home.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And the Kings call time here. The Pistons making a switch here. And it's LaVine with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 2. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
A springing athlete. Everybody knows about LaVine and his bounce. He's just hard to check. And look, he was fouled right there.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, D.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Now here's Ivy. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, what a dish right there. I mean, Ivy anticipated the open man and executed.
Here's Johnson. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Outside LaVine. 4-3. And another miss by Sacramento.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Ivy. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets it to go.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game now. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Picked by Vucevic. It's George on the wing. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Detroit on top. Up by 5.
The Pistons, 22.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Left side, Johnson. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Rebounded by Johnson. Detroit leading by 5. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Kicks it to George. Picked it out of midair. On the tick. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. So both teams changing it up here. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Graham.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And for a franchise that was down for so long, it must be nice to be a Kings fan these days, RJ.
Brian, the team has a strong core and direction consistently in the postseason mix. It is a breath of fresh air for Kings fans who have endured the previous 2 decades.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Fires the three. On the wing, DeRozan. Sinks the tray.
Oh, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Here's Ivy. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Tipped away. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Outside Johnson. Holland for 3. Offensive rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Richards pulls it in. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's McGrady. He has 7. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily.
Throw it down! Wow!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now a timeout by Sacramento. Teams deciding to change it up. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Levine. Shots blocked. Out to the right wing. Out to Rose. There's the 3. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. Kings trail by 9. Here's Levine.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Rose outside. There's a minute 59 left in the first half. Here's Cunningham. Second chance shot. Oh, and Levine with a block.
When you got a bounce like Levine, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
So it's Detroit now. 5 to shoot. Another shot. Cunningham going to work inside.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Levine can't hit. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. 8-point game. Cade Cunningham with the flush.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Outside Levine. There's 48 seconds left in the half. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Playing fast and getting clever. Levine throws off the defense with the pump fake.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
The Pistons lead by 9. Here's McGrady. And he dunks it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Levine. Fires from deep. McGrady grabs a miss. Inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Levine for 3. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Pistons on top. They lead by 13. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All right, a chance here to check in on Jonas Valanciunas. What's the status, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Kings head athletic trainer. He said the ankle is definitely swelling, but at this point, they're thinking it's only a sprain. And in this crucial time of the season, any injury can have a major impact on a team. They'll have to make some immediate adjustments, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
Rose can't connect. Kings trail by 11. That shot, no good. Good D by Duren. Here's McGrady. Shoots over Vucevic. To the inside. Here's Rose. Second shot opportunity. And here's Cunningham outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Duren with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. It's stolen. Pass to Vucevic. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Rose with the bucket.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Timeout called. Sacramento. a switch here. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Misses from close range.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Rose to the wing on the left. Here's Holland. Rips it home off a terrific move.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly. They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Kings trail by 18. Outside Johnson. No good. Unable to win this run. And here are the Pistons. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Holland's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons. Number 31.
Here's Cunningham.
Michael.
A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Launches a three. Rebound by Sacramento. For three. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 9.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Beyond the arc. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. And the Pistons lead by 21.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Pass to Johnson. Nifty move. Oh, they pick off the pass. And they're on the break. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Middleton from the outside. Got a hand on it. Here's McGrady. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, that's how you throw it down, with a little something extra. And with the windmill, too.
He just reversed it as well.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Shot to stop the run.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
Not many centers can be called a floor general, but with his passing, Sabonis definitely qualifies.
Johnson goes back up. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Pass to LaRavia. Johnson with it. 11 points in the game. He gets it in there. Johnson's got 13.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And so it's Detroit with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to win.
The Pistons, 66.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Detroit leading by 23. And here's Ivey. Launches it. And rebounded by Zach LaVine.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, PA. That's the type of life I would have lived.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Richards. Clock at 6. Ivey outside. From deep, Johnson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
LaVine attacking. Vucevic with it. Back to LaVine. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Vucevic's shot is off. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Here's Ivey. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And I really love the size and explosiveness that Ivey brings out of the backcourt.
The Pistons making a switch here. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's LaVine. George outside. Back to LaVine. And there's the screen. Pass to Dinwiddie. And it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist.
Dinwiddie is tremendously confident in his three-point shooting ability, and rightfully so.
And here's Ivey from the arc. It's not going to go for him. Kings trail by 20. The three ball. Richards pulls it in. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Ivey outside. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Sacramento.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Dinwiddie, no good. The Pistons lead by 20. Pass to Ivey. To the middle. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Get loud and show some love once again for your 9-1-6.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Rose. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, he's even more magnified and intense.
Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Cunningham outside. The three. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Over to the wing. Back to Vucevic. Fires in the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Kicks it out to Cunningham. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
Score 3.
Cunningham's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
3 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. The shake. Duren with a rebound. The Pistons lead by 22. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
Sabonis can't hit.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
Cunningham outside. From deep. Rebound by the Kings. Pass to Levine. Poke loose.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. And it's all from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay.
Throw it down!
Come on!
Holland.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Here's Cunningham. Banked it in off the glass.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.